Fit check. Not a sound in this garage. It's like 5:45 a.m. on a Sunday. About to hit the 10-mile loop. So yesterday, Saturday, I spent a little bit too much time in the sun. It was good though, but want to get this run knocked out early before the sun comes up. I've actually never heard the parking garage this quiet. You can actually hear, I don't know if you can hear, my electrolyte tab dissolving right now. If you've never been to a Walmart like 1 minute after they open, it's actually not that bad of a place. Wouldn't usually buy the single packs, but that's what we got right now. I'm not gonna eat all these today. When I started recording this video, I didn't know what it was gonna be on, but now I know what it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on how I avoid burnout after a few years in sales and a couple of years running my own online businesses, and I keep All right, so if you want to avoid burnout, you need goo gels. I'm just kidding. But maybe. I think realistically, the way that I've avoided burnout is by doing new things. If you just run an online business, if you just do sales and that is your sole focus, you're not doing that, you're gonna feel directionless. And so running is a new thing for me. Always been kind of like athletic, outdoorsy type. And I used to skateboard a lot, but I used to get hurt a lot, and that's no fun, especially as you get older. You get hurt worse. So running was something that I picked up one day, kind of just out of like punishment for myself. So I think I was hungover one day and I didn't want to work on the business stuff. And usually that's how I get a sense of, usually that's how I feel good about stuff. Like I'm like addicted to being productive and like getting stuff done. And so I think I was hungover one day, and as punishment, I was like, dude, I'm feeling like a piece of shit. Like, let me do something to make me feel like less of a piece of shit. And I think I ran 5 miles. Probably hadn't run 2 miles straight in over 5 years. Probably freaking 10 years. But I ran it's like 5.5 miles. I remember I ran all out and I ended up with like a 12-minute per mile pace. Today, this is 6 months later, I'm about to run a 10-miler and I'm shooting for a 9:30 pace. I know I can get it. I'd like to hit it with a pretty chill heart rate. So, and the gym used to be that thing as well for me, but you can also get injured in the gym and like doing the same shit over and over again, lifting the same weights. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that, but it gets pretty repetitive. And so recently even started working with my buddy who's starting a fitness offer. I've like kind of been into the gym again now more. I've been going less, but getting better results it seems. And so just focusing on different things. I guess the big point of this video is if you don't want to get burnt out, you got to do stuff outside of your main thing, because when you don't have your main thing, when you can't do your main thing, when your main thing isn't going well, especially when it's like numbers on a screen, like an online business or sales, it's just not good, man. And then also I found it to be good to have a goal outside of sales or online business, because if that thing is also tied to the way that you produce income, it's a recipe for disaster. You have a bad week, not only is your income down, but you're down bad. And then if you're in sales, it's harder to get back up. So anyway, I started running and my body like started craving this new type of challenge. This morning I woke up at like 4 something and couldn't go back to bed because I was like, I get to run 10 miles and then I get to go swim after. And then I'm like free at 9 a.m. with the rest of my Sunday to be productive, to do whatever I want to do. So that's that. But as every early morning goes, it seems like I forgot something. I forgot my watch to track my heart rate. That was kind of the point of trying to hit this longer run. Anyways, I got the Strava app. We'll get the time and I'll feel it out. Anyways, got the headphones today. I don't usually run with headphones. I like just the time to think, but I was feeling headphones today, so we'll rock them. Dude, how could you not see this and get hyped to run 10 miles? It also really does help if you put yourself in a nice environment to do this kind of outdoorsy stuff. I mean, even with the gym, I started going to a new gym that is only here in Austin, and it's not like some commercial Golds or LA like I had been going to, which just got stale. But then also the running stuff, man, like I'll throw it up on the screen at some point, the stats from the run. It's this amazing loop, 10-mile loop exactly, all the way across downtown around the lake. Just makes it so hard not to get into this kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that the hobby or whatever else that you like to do outside of it needs to be some form of physical activity, needs to exhaust you. But I will say this about running or lifting or doing both on the same days. If you do something like that in the morning or early in the day, like anything that happens on your computer screen is is just easier. Ryan Serhant said, get the hardest part of your day out first. Hit a hard workout at 4, 5, 6 a.m., whatever he does. I don't usually do that. We went through some stuff lately that was like really, really weighing on my mind with the agency and just some of the stuff that we're working on. And it was causing me to not sleep as well, be stressed out, this and that. And you know, the only time during that, I mean, we're through it now, but the only time during that like I could totally turn these thoughts off were while my body was in some sort of pain. I know that sounds kind of weird. Either I'm pushing myself on a run or I'm pushing myself lifting weights. If you don't have that, like if you're just in your bedroom, if you're in your office and you're kind of just stuck in this situation you have no escape from, I mean, you could use drugs or alcohol. That's up to you. I don't recommend it, but if you want something productive that's going to make you look good, feel good, and it's honestly like a good social thing too. Be a hybrid athlete, bro. "10 miles complete." I think it was 9:28, 9:29 per mile for just over 10 miles. It's a PR. 6 months ago, I was trying to run 5.5 miles. Took me over 12 minutes per mile. Now I just hit 10 miles, 9:30 per mile. And honestly, I could have gone faster. I kind of got burnt out in the beginning because it was cool, but the humidity got me and then the sun came out and it got tough. But that's what I'm talking about. Something else that you can make progress in alongside the main thing, the gig, the business, because there's going to be ups and downs in the business. And how awesome is it to take advantage of your physical ability and do something that makes you feel good, makes you stronger, makes you healthier, makes you look better, all that stuff. I really think it's a very rare person that can go true monk mode for an extended period of time and not completely drive themselves insane. I'm not that guy. I can lock in, I can work nights and weekends, but you have to bet that at some point in the day, I'm going to get outside, I'm going to get sweaty, I'm going to challenge myself in a different way outside of the business. Probably one of the best recommendations. Done with the run, getting some coffee. But another thing that you can do to not get burnt out is to really, really, really understand that the goals that you want to hit, the big goals, the medium size, even some of the small ones, there are probably like hundreds, if not thousands of individual tasks within those that need to be complete over a certain amount of time in order for you to hit 10K a month, 20K a month, etc. And it wasn't until our agency really started to pick up and there was like time sensitive tasks that needed to be done where I started keeping a list of the tasks, because there was a lot of them, and if I didn't do them, they would affect other people. And I started to realize that every task has tasks within it. Every goal has many, many, many tasks within it, especially if it's a big one. So if you're a sales rep and you want to hit 10K a month, remote, quit your job, whatever, the more you focus on that and every day that goes by you're not making 10K a month, you're going to get frustrated with yourself. But instead, back up, create a list of all the things that somebody who makes 10K a month does, and then just make sure that you do those things every day for as long as it takes. I have literally seen people come without sales experience into the remote setting closing space and make $10,000 a month in their first month with no sales experience. And then when you do this at the end of the day, instead of the big box not being checked that I didn't make $10,000 this month, you have maybe 10 or 15 small boxes that are checked to show, hey, I actually did a good amount of work today. Like I did what I could and I feel good about that. Wake up the next day excited to do it again. And I swear this is the reason why a lot of people don't get to 10K a month, 20K, 50K, 100K a month, is because they don't realize that it actually takes work. Maybe they were sold a dream. Maybe they just had the wrong idea, but people are just misled. In the studio editing this video right now, I realize I don't have an outro, so let's film one. I'll add one more thing that I've found to help me not burn out, which is purposefully changing the routine. Start going to the gym at a different time. Start working from different places. Start doing certain things on different days. Introduce a date night. Introduce a friend's dinner. Introduce something that is outside of the ordinary regularly, and that'll help you avoid burnout as well. It's helped me. I'll be honest, I don't know what would be worse than experiencing burnout in your early 20s with something that is potentially going to be your career. So realize it's a long game. Realize that the stuff isn't going to happen overnight, more than likely, and play the game. Like lean into the game, enjoy the process. And when you hit that milestone that you've been shooting for, it'll be so much more worth it. That's gonna be the end of this video. Kind of a random one, but a topic that should be addressed 100%. If you're in a sales job right now and you're feeling a little bit burnt out and you wanna try the remote thing, I've been helping people do that for a while. Check out the description. And if you're a business owner, you need some help with your sales team, been doing that for a while too. I can help you there. Besides that, guys, let me know what you want to see in the comments. Like the video, do all that YouTube stuff, and I appreciate you watching. See ya.